Ladies and gentlemen, karibuni tena sana. This is Kiriam Live. Nashukuru tena sana for you taking the time to be an audience, a listener, a supporter, a lover of our podcast. And before we continue, Happy New Year. Yeah, the pages are clean. On your marks, get set, go. Go, go, go. As far as you can go. No matter the limit, go. Go, go, and go. So, my name is Joseph Muriengi, and I am happy to be hapa na wewe, and I'm very grateful that at least God ametupatia the uwezo, tukae hapa tubonge and to communicate and to speak about what matters in our society. So on my podcast, I love speaking about what is on your mind, the things zenye ziko kwa akili yako. Whether you speak about it, whether you don't, whether you're aware of it, whether you're not. Either way, Kiriam Live is all about what is on your mind. So my brother and sister, let me begin with a question. How many ingredients do you know? Wewe unajua ingredients za aina gani? Yeah. Najua kuna mtu amekaa hapo saa hii akisikia ingredient ameanza Royco, garlic, tangawizi, peperuka. I'm not speaking about that, but it is okay. At least tunajua unapenda chakula. Na usibori tuko wengi. Yeah, tuko wengi. I'm speaking about the ingredients to life. Yeah. Take the time and ask yourself, what are the ingredients to life? Hii maisha yetu ndo nifike pale, ni nini inahitajika? Have you taken the time to think? Well, I think there are obvious ones. There's hard work, there's consistency, there's discipline. Iko na mambo mingi sana. But ladies and gentlemen, based on your experience, has anyone ever sat you down akakwambia, my sister, my brother, my lover, my friend, my workmate, my crush, and they bring to you to the awareness that I love what you have decided to do. I congratulate you for choosing what you wanted to do. But I need you to know that as you are ready to go, you will not be able to succeed until you experience pain. That nothing shall be permanently installed in you unless you have experienced pain. I believe these are some of the things zenye nimekuja in life kugundua ya kwamba no one speaks about it so much. It's something yenye una experience, wewe unaijua, unakaa nayo, ni siri ya ndani. Kuna mtu alisema ukiwa mjanja kuchapiwa ni siri ya ndani. It is something only you know. It is a secret from inside. So the topic today, my brother, my sister, we are speaking about the ingredient called pain. I don't know much about, shamba, kupika, kwa sababu mimi saa ingine naweza pika mchele imeshikana, saa ingine imewachana, saa ingine nusu imewachana, nusu imeshikana, But when it comes to jewelry making and designing jewelry for clients, I know that the main ingredient for a successful transaction for a quality product, it starts with me. Inaanza na mimi kwanza. That I should be able to be aware of what the client wants. I should be aware of what the business demands. I should be aware my mistakes, so that in the end, by the time you give a client a product, they are satisfied. And if God is good, they bring 10 more people to you. And as a jewelry designer, I know the ingredients needed, So let's go to life. When we see all these people, members of parliament, you see footballers, you see basketballers, you see hedge fund CEOs, you see the owners of banks. Na umekaa umetulia unashangaa, na sasa huu mtu hii Range Rover alitoa wapi? Alitoa wapi? And uko tu hapo umeanza kusema hapana, hii ni wash. Hii ni Illuminati. But to me, sitting where I'm sitting here, I know that heavy is the head that wears the crown. Those people that are way ahead in life, people call them the 1%. Their head is heavy with a lot of things. But one thing they have in common, my brother and sister, is pain. Is pain. And I'm here to speak about what it does to you. So let's say today umejipata katika shida fulani, and all along you failed to address it, but it has caused you some time, and the area that it has caused you some time, kuna ma experiences zenye unapitia aupendi. But because of that situation, inakufanya ureflect to yourself, inakufanya ujichambue mwenyewe. Kwani na mimi nakuuliza, ni mbona nilikutana na huyu mtu? Na mimi nakuuliza, tutashinda hivi? Ama ni vile sikutimiza ile? Ama ni deni yake? Ama wacha basi nifanye hivi. That area is where unajichambua mwenyewe. But you would never get to that point until you experience pain. Trust me. And if you take a look of all the celebrities, they will always tell you that it is when they were on their lowest, experiencing painful situations, that they now started growing. They now started growing. And when you know pain has worked, you will reach a point that is called in the universe the wake-up call. If you want to know that your pain has worked, you have reached the wake-up call. Ushaikaa hivi ukasikia mtu anasema mimi niliamua kubadilisha maisha yangu tangu 1992 mnamo saa 7 wakati nilifanya hivi na hivi. Kutoka hiyo siku nikasema sitawahi kunywa pombe. Sitawahi jihusisha na watu kama hao. Sitawahi andika contract kama hatuja review. Sitawahi jihusisha na subletting kama sija review huyu client. The wake up call. And everybody has their wake up call. Ask yourself where you are in your life. If you're a successful person or you feel like at least una move in life. When was the day you presented to yourself ya kwamba I need to be focused, I need to be disciplined, I need to move. Siwezi ishi hivi. Hapana, siwezi kuwa nikiishi hivi. Hapana, siwezi. When did you reach that point of making a permanent decision to stop alcoholism, to stop usherati, to start investing, stop making excuses? But if you take a very good look, you will find that because of ile pain ulikuwa na experience, you never want to go back there again. So what is the power of pain? Number one, pain will teach you. So pain will put you in situations whereby you have no other choice but to learn a lesson. Whether uende wapi ama wapi, you will have no other choice but to learn a lesson. Hapo ndio utagundua campaign does not cost 3 billion. Hapo ndio utagundua ya kwamba it is better to have an insurance wakati mama ako pregnant, because anytime mtoto anaweza kuja and you want to be ready, ama utapoteza mtoto. It is through the painful process that it will begin to show you what you should be doing. You know? So number one is pain. Number two, self-reflection. What the power of pain is, it provides also self-reflection. I remember myself when I was experiencing the worst times of my life, Imefika mahali yenye you have no food. The only thing you have to feed yourself and to go through the weeks ni bangi na maombi. And at that time, because of the pain I was experiencing of not affording life, basic needs, the pain of losing my business, the pain of losing my friends, ndio hiyo nangengana na my own personal situation, it offered me a chance, for self-reflection. Nijiangalie kwa undani, nijichambue. And I remember telling myself, I woke up in the morning 5 a.m. I walked for like 1 hour 30 minutes to the place I should work. The money I'm making for that day was 300. The transport itself to come is 100. The transport itself to go back is another 100. Hapo nimebaki na so. Now the choice is tukule lunch ama tukule supper. Either way, you can't eat twice. Now usifikirie sana, because whatever you can eat is only under 50 bob. So supper is your only option. Upewe chapati mbili na maharagwe yako, hiyo ingine mpaka kesho asubuhi umebakisha 50 bob. Kesho 50 bob, you decide what to do with that 50 bob. And it never made sense to me, because I was once a person with my own business, making good money every day, but you reach that rock bottom situation and now you're experiencing these things. I started telling myself, reflecting that, okay, I think it's time to do things differently. I think it is time to make sure nisiwahi fika mahali kama hapa. And I remember saying that if God blesses me to get any form of employment ama income, nitahakikisha sitajipata kwa hii situation ya pesa na bangi na maombi. It was through that wake-up call that I learned how to reflect within myself. Another power pain has is it brings to you awareness. Karada. Wewe ukae ukijua, ukitembea hivi na ugongwe na bila kuangalia mahali, ugongwe na chuma ni uchungu. Yes. Weka ukijua if you expose yourself to chakula umeambiwa na daktari usikule, ukae ukijua you'll experience ulcers, you'll experience, yes, it brings some awareness to you so that you yourself will pick and choose. Weka ukijua ukiwekelea hii pesa saa hii betting inaweza enda na inaweza kosa, ukae ukijua hivyo, na most probably itaenda, na ikienda ukae ukijua kuna madeni lazima ulipe. So it also puts you in a position of awareness, because once you experience it hauwezi rudia tena, you know. And then it also offers you development, because after you understand the pain of starting up a business, you know, you are able to develop. The next time una start ingine inakuwa rahisi kwako kuifanya, inakuwa rahisi kwako kuianza than someone starting from the first time, you know. Ukigundua ya kwamba man, mimi itabidi niwache, you know, kukaa na watu kama hawa, because naona familia yangu isongi, familia tu iko pale pale, na best yangu ameenda, you know, watoto wako shule mzuri. So it offers you the chance for development. That is the power of pain. And if you are good in it, you will become successful. And when you become successful, it means now you have so much experience in terms of pain. You are able to be diversified in terms of risk management, in terms of sorting problems, you know. So what am I saying? I'm saying pain is an ingredient. I'm saying the same way utachukua uchimbe chini, weke seedlings, uchimbe shamba mzima, at the end of the road utakuwa na uchungu kwa mkono, but mazao zikizaa utakula. So it is an ingredient. And this is where I speak to you and we talk about it and we say, have you been through pain? Have you experienced pain in your life that has shaped you in one way or another? And if your answer is yes, you know, what has it done to you until today? Umefika wapi, you know? Because now what can you tell the next generation about what you experienced, about the pain you experienced? Do you agree with me that it was necessary we pity? So that's how it is, my brothers and sisters, and that's what we talk about here on the podcast. That it will never be easy. You have to experience those extreme pain to be able to survive in high levels of success. Mungu moja. And as I continue to grow up, unaanza kushikanisha the meanings of a few songs. Kama hii hapa ya heri nilie kwenye Range Rover, you know? Nikose usingizi runda, masaibu anakufuata. So pain will bring even such songs because people know that it is painful to be successful. It is painful. And why we have the 1% and the rest of us, it's because with pain, it will give you an option to decide. Would I rather go through a lot and my head will be heavy to push for a successful life, and if it works, I'll be sorted out, ama should I be comfortable? Niseme hapana, mimi sitaki stress mingi. Wacha nikae hapa chini. Nikae tu vile, wacha tu mimi nitulie tu hivyo tu. Hata kama sina hiyo mimi siwezi, you know, avoiding that pain. But I understand and I'm not judging you if you choose not to risk, if you choose not to go through pain. But let me tell you, if you are there and you're judging someone for being successful, You refuse to understand how painful it is for them to be there and to reach that type of success. My dear brother and sister, I would like to tell you right now that if you have chosen to be comfortable, then also be comfortable with the consequences. And do not be the one to throw the first stone to someone else who's experiencing a lot to get to where they were supposed to be. Because a lot of times I've also come to discover that the people that decide to throw the stones to successful people are the people that have refused to go through the process, that are afraid of the pain, that are afraid of development. And because they are like that, hapo unasikia unaambiwa hii ni wash. Hapana, hakuna vile mzee anaweza kuwa tu anatembea hapana makeks. Hapana. Una maaje leo huko runda kesho huko kare na hii hapana, hii ni wash. Teseka uinuke, stop complaining. And that is why now where I sit and I bring to your awareness is that I have respect for members of the society who sit down today and they say, my name is Joseph Muriengi, and I have decided that I am going to embark on a journey of creating a jewelry brand Kenyan made. That I am going to create a podcast. And this podcast will reach out to as many people as possible in terms of insight, interaction, communication, and understanding that it is going to cost a lot of pain. And understanding that and still going for it. Then the day comes when you do not need to be introduced anymore. Then the day comes whereby you are the one people are coming for instructions. Because of the pain you have experienced, you are now a leader. You are able to lead people. You are able to motivate people. You are able to advise people. You become the person with a sign that says, usikuja left, kata kona na pale, kuja na right. Kuna shimo hapo mbele. I have so much respect for men and women like that because they have the story. They have experienced the pain. And they have gone through the process. And because of that pain, they woke up. Because of that pain, they understood 1 + 1 is 2. Because of that pain, they understood insurance is important. Because of that pain, they understood education. Kwanza hapo kwa education, wacha niguzie hapo kidogo. I never cared about education. Both in secondary and primary school, I never cared about education. Until I was employed, and it was made clear to me through action, through politics of the workplace environment that watu wamesoma ndio wanakubalika hapa. That even the job description yenye unapewa will simply describe you as a lower class person, uneducated. That you shall forever be doing the dirty jobs simply because you're not educated. And no one is able to risk to say, let's give him a chance. No. The educated person shall say, I took time to study for this course. Why should he be given for free? Let him stick to takataka. And because of that pain that I experienced, of being the lesser one in the room, when I got the chance to do my diploma, nilipiga hiyo kitu. We finished and we thank God we graduated. And I did not do one, I did a couple of certificates to ensure that kwamba hakuna mtu atawahi simama aniambie sijasoma. And here I am today. when my daughter needs to go to school, kukue kunanyesha, kukue sina meno, kukue sijui mguu nilikatwa, sijui naumwa na huku nyuma, she must go to school. Because she loves going to school. And now I understand how education is important. So that's how it is, my dear brother and sister. You want to be successful, be aware you have to go through the pain. You want to be comfortable, it's okay. You will still experience pain, lakini si kama hii hawa. But do not complain of your consequences. So, that is the topic of today, the ingredient of pain. So, are you there? You're at a point in your life, you're experiencing pain in your marriage, pain in your career, pain na ugonjwa yenye unapitia, pain of all types of origins. The first thing I would like for you to do is simply say a prayer, maybe first if you're a prayerful person, and just say, God, I know you're with me. Uko na mimi hii wakati. Yeah, you are with me. The second part is to sit down and ask yourself, hii uchungu napitia ina maana gani? Mahali naenda. Hii uchungu iko hapa mbele yangu, ni nini inajaribu kuniambia? Inaniambia niachane na hawa watu. Inaniambia niachane na mihadarati. Inaniambia niache kuiba. You know? Inakuambia nini? Then ikikuambia whatever inakuambia, sikiza, learn to listen. I always say learn to listen. And listening sio tu kwa mtu anaongea. You can also listen to the environment. If you listen to the environment, utasikia hii mlio hii ni ya nyoka. If you listen to the environment, utasikia hapa karibu kuna maji, kuna mtaro, tunaweza chota maji. And if you also listen to your life, where it's going, uta understand, yeah, I need to do things different. Yeah. I need to take a health insurance for my daughter. Hii mambo ya kupitia hospitali abruptly na I'm not ready si mzuri. Hii kuchanga haiwezi. So that is pain. And take the pain and gain from the pain. Use it however you can use it. So if you are there, you've listened to what I've had to say, I appreciate you. And thank you, and we welcome you to the podcast. And if you want to discuss few more deeper things, ingia kwa comment. Sema, I would like to discuss next time kuhusu the power of education. Kuhusu LGBTQ. Tuongee hizi vitu. Because if we do not talk about this issue, yeah, tutazikana. And we are best at burying people more than we are best at being there for them when they are alive. So from this day onwards, pain is your friend. Pain will tell you what is wrong. It is like an alarm inakwambia, oya, oya. So you should listen to it, experience it. And I believe the end of the road itakuwa tu swafi sana, itakuwa tu sawa sawa. So don't give up if you're experiencing pain. Don't give up. Keep going, keep moving, make adjustment, understand mahali uko. But the power of pain is there. And pain will teach you a lot. And it is because of painful events, painful lifestyle, painful decisions that people are presidents, people are members of parliament, people are footballers, you know. People are very talented podcasts. because of pain. Pain is necessary for you to succeed. So, thank you very much for taking your muda kusikiza, and I will always remind you that kwa hii maisha, never give up. Never give up. Whatever you want to do, it is possible. As long as you understand what it will cost. At least we fanya kenye utafanya, tukifika pale mbinguni, Mungu aanze kukuambia, na wewe ulifanya nini? Hata kabla aseme ulifanya, umemwambia, nakwambia nilijenga river pale hivyo, River Tana, nikasaidia watu huko wapate maji. Nikaenda nikafanya volunteering kwa hospitali for free. Hawakunilipa, lakini nikangana nao wakakataa, lakini nilifanya tu kazi ya Mungu, nika make sure ule mama amezaa na amezaa vizuri, na huyo mtoto siku hizi amegrow, siku hizi amekuwa MCA. Uko na testimony ya kusema I tried. I tried, some of them failed, one succeeded. I tried, all of them failed. I tried, I did very well. But either way, whatever you gave me to do, mi nimeifanya. And that is what I'm here to do on my podcast, is to do what God, alinipatia uwezo wa kuongea, wacha niropoke, wacha niongee. Let it reach out to whoever it will reach out. And with that, may God bless you. And I don't know if it has been a short video, a long video, but itakuwa poa sana tukikutana next time. May God be with you.